Hey, love bugs, what's up? I hope you're having a good morning, noon, night, whenever this video may reach you. Do your girl a favor and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can get that thing whenever I upload a new video. So today, we are going to be talking about the movie that came out. Y'all, this movie was highly anticipated because for one of the stars, so it's starring Tiana Harris, I believe it's her name. Let me get it right. I know it's John Boyega. We know that it's Jamie Foxx and Tiana Paris. Okay, I was almost close. Tiana Paris. And everybody wanted to see this movie because Jamie Foxx seemingly disappeared. He had a crazy health scare. We really didn't know the status of what was going on with him. He recently came out and let us know that he was okay. He did a lengthy speech, basically thanking everybody for their prayers and their well wishes. So I watched the movie, y'all. I watched the movie and I was like, oh my God. It's Tiana Paris. Yeah, I got it. Hey, y'all, what's up? Let's do a cute little roll call. Hey, Chill with Court. Hey, Miss Sparkle. Hey, Janetta Girl. Hey, In the Mind of Ashley. Hey, VB. Hey, Mercy Me. Hey, Jalea. What's up? And shout out to my new subscribers. Thank you for joining me. And if you have not already clicked the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are turned on because I don't know if this YouTube be having me fucked up. Anyways, so everybody thought, something. We was all wondering what happened to Jamie Foxx. Where's Jamie Foxx? Ain't nobody done heard nothing from Jamie Foxx. Then all of a sudden he comes and reemerges on a yacht randomly. Then he at Top Golf. They talk about him playing pickleball and pickleback. We didn't know what was going on with Jamie Foxx. So, the conspiracy theorists be, theorizing. We was assuming that maybe he was cloned. I was saying factory reset because, sometimes that you got to go and get your little MK Ultra tune-up when you in the entertainment industry. Kind of like a car. It be time for a reset. It be time for a tune-up. So the irony of it all, that he had a movie that premiered yesterday called They Clone Tyrone. Why everybody was speculating what didn't happen to Jamie Foxx when he just up and disappeared. Well, according to him, he didn't disappear. He really was in a hospital. So I'm trying not to tell y'all. Like, I don't want to spoil the movie. But all right, we're just going to do a little spoiler alert. I'm going to try to tell y'all about the movie as much as I can without actually telling y'all every single detail of the movie. So pretty much, like I said, the stars is John Boyega, Tiana Paris, and Jamie Foxx. They're in like a community, a black neighborhood, an impoverished ghetto, basically. And I personally, as soon as I saw it, the first thing that came to my mind was Chicago. Chicago came to my mind. And I was like, oh, wow. Like, this is just so crazy. And so basically, Slim was Jamie Foxx's character. He was a pimp. Yo-Yo was Tiana's character. She was a prostitute. And Fontaine was John Boyega's character, who actually, the end is where the plot twist comes into, because nobody throughout the whole movie name was Tyrone. So it kind of throws you off a little bit, like, who is this Tyrone that they call? Like, what is going on? And the end throws you for a loop, like it does. I was like, oh, like it was a major plot twist that I did not expect. However, I was just like, yo, it's crazy. So basically, in this town called the Glen, which it was given very much Chicago, because y'all know in our neighborhoods, specifically Chicago is a food desert, right? So a lot of the food that they eat is like prepackaged, overly processed. Like they don't have like a lot of farms. They don't have a lot of access to like fresh fruit and vegetables. The things that we take for granted throughout our country, there's food deserts. We're literally, you can't find, like, you see how I'm drinking like this alkaline glacier owl, naturally alkaline spring water. You can't find stuff like this. Everything is like treated, filtered, purified. Like, fruits and vegetables are in cans. They're in frozen, plastic bags. Like, you don't really find anything fresh. So it makes you wonder, and then when you think of how the people look, their health conditions, how they act, because what you eat has a lot to do with your central nervous system. It has a lot to do with your mood. It just has a lot to do with your overall health, how you act. So when you look at certain ghettos and communities and there's the crime rates are super high, like people are unaliving each other at alarming rates per hour, per day. Like it's just crazy. You have to take into account what it is that these people, the conditions that these people are living under, right? So in this movie, dang, I'm gonna have to put spoiler alert. I'm gonna have to put spoiler alert. I just am. It is what it is. In this movie, I don't want to tell it, but I'm about to tell it. In this movie, John Boyega basically finds out that he was cloned, right? And the way that he finds out is that he was papowed, and Jamie Foxx saw him get papowed, and he's like, "There's no way you survive that," because John Boyega goes to Jamie the next day asking, like, it's the same scenario. It's kind of like they're stuck in a loop, kind of like, "Where's my money?" Blah blah blah. And Jamie's like, "Oh my god!" Like going crazy, like, "You're a ghost!" Like, what's going on? And they kept mentioning like Kevin Bacon or some actor that has a movie that I gotta go back. I'm gonna watch this movie again because I really enjoyed it. It was that good to me. And I'm going to pick up nuggets that I probably didn't catch. Because they referenced, I think it was Kevin Bacon. I don't think it was Kevin Spacey. They referenced him a couple times in this movie. And I want to go back and watch the movie that they referenced to see what's going on in that movie. So pretty much they go to this trap house. They find an elevator. So throughout the whole town, there's these labs. Stop, Bambino. There's these labs like underneath the city where they're conducting these experiments, basically like a cloning center. Bambino, can you stop? A cloning center. They're being heavily surveilled. So there's like, cameras all over in places that they wouldn't even suspect. Then there's a scene that really stuck out to me where they were in a chicken spot and they were all eating fried chicken. Y'all know the stereotypes of Black people love them some fried chicken. We just love fried chicken. So everybody was eating fried chicken and they were all cracking up like they were high off of the chicken. And it made me think of Popeye's chicken, y'all. Remember when everybody was going crazy over that Popeye's chicken sandwich? Literally fighting each other, putting a pause on each other, powing each other, standing in lines for days and hours and weeks and months just to get that chicken sandwich. Jamie Foxx, Slim, was like, "Stop eating the chicken. Something's in the chicken. Why is everybody laughing at the chicken?" Like once we all eat the chicken, everybody's just hysterically laughing. Basically, the movie is showing us how we are being controlled, manipulated, and basically lab rats being experimented on. And they showed it by way of food. They had a scene where they were like in the church, and like in the church, when they do like what is it, communion? I don't know. When they're drinking the blood of Christ and eating his flesh, and they usually do like the grape juice or the wine or whatever, and they eat the crackers. So they showed the people that were like working in the lab delivering packages. They were delivering food. They was delivering the grape juice. And then the people in the church were like gyrating and like just being extra like randy and not what you would expect people in the church to act like, but they were chemically induced by whatever it is that they put inside of the juice. Once again, in the hair salon. Yes. In the perm and the beauty shops. Yes. So the women were like complaining about, there was this one woman in that scene. She was complaining about, she was a teacher and she was saying, "We don't have enough supplies for the students. The conditions are bad. Like I'm trying to write the school board and so on and so forth." And once they applied this perm to her scalp, she calmed down. She kind of like, she stopped complaining. She was in a more relaxed, sedative type of state. And I'm just like, damn, like this really just reminds me of everything that's going on. And then of course with the music, they program the music to make you react a certain way. And literally, it was literally all like MK Ultra mind control. And low key, we're living through that. We are. We don't realize it. We don't recognize it. We don't know to what degree, because a lot of us have been able to successfully break out of the matrix. And, that's why they'd be like, "Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist." When it's like, no, I just can see things that you can't see. I'm not easily lulled to sleep. The whole premise of the movie was just to control the masses, and they were conducting these experiments primarily on melanin-rich Black people. The irony of it all, right? When you look around in your neighborhoods, in your local neighborhoods, your urban communities, your inner city neighborhoods, what do you see? Chicken spots on every damn corner, liquor stores on every damn corner, a church on every corner. And you have to ask yourself, why? Who's really running this? Who's the man behind the mirror? Who's pulling the strings? Who's puppeteering this? Who created this? With the redlining and all that we've experienced in this country, they legitimately pushed us into these neighborhoods and created them to look the way that they do. You know, even the way the housing is set up, we're all like on top of each other. You don't have too much fresh air. There's a bunch of high-rise buildings. You know, you're not getting direct sunlight the way that you would need. The way that we live, we work in buildings with artificial light. The kids are in school with artificial light. We're not being powered by the sun in the way that people with rich melanin needs. That's why a lot of us have a vitamin D deficiency. And it was just like, those three were the ones that woke up first. And at one point, John Boyega, he was like, you know what, I give up. I don't want to do this. Like, I'm just gonna, because they were threatened, like, we're gonna take you out, or you just continue to be a part of the simulation, be dumb, deaf, blind, and mute, and don't say anything. Continue to live your life out. And they tried, but they just couldn't, because they knew that it was wrong. And y'all gotta see it. It was really good. They woke up a lot of the other gangs in the neighborhood, and they showed what could happen when people work together and start, instead of working against each other and fighting against each other, to bring the man down, I guess, so to speak. So that's what happened. And the way it ended, though, was crazy. Like, I don't want to tell y'all too much, because I'm really trying not to give it away. But it was really good, and I think that you all should watch it. And yes, who's saying it's happening now? They listening to this conversation right now. Oh, Lord. It's happening now. Yes, Miss 2B. It absolutely, that's crazy, because I got a tattoo that says 2B on my wrist. That's funny. Yes, when I was a child, we had recess outside for 30 minutes. That part, even the way school is structured. Hey, Norris. I don't think school is structured for children to be themselves, for children to really be tap into their creativity, to be free thinkers. They want everybody to, and this was like a trending topic in the movie, they wanted everyone to be the same. And they made it under the guise of making America safe. Making America safe. But they wanted everybody to be the same. And that's exactly where the term sheep come from. Well, I say sheeple instead of people. Sheeple. That's where that comes from. And this is another reason why they're trying to get a rein on TikTok. They don't want the internet to be as free as it is, because we have so much more information at our fingertips now. And they're waking us up. And I tell you this to you guys all the time. Like, we watch these. I'm big on sci-fi. I love fantasy. That's my favorite genre of, like, television, movies. And a lot of the things that I watch and a lot of the things that we watch, we just always chalk it up to being fiction. And that's why I do the whole Stranger Than Fiction segment, because a lot of these things are happening in real life, but they've convinced us and they've manipulated us, and they've, done a great job at having us to believe that it's not real when it is. Y'all really don't think cloning centers exist? Y'all really don't think that they're putting chemicals in our skincare, beauty, especially for us? We like using perms and all of that. Like, y'all really don't think it affected us in any type of way? The food that we eat, the water, the air, it's all happening. They're experimenting. This, like in Atlanta, right? I read this article a while ago. So there's this chemical called astravine. And it's something that is found in frogs that could, like, switch genders, turn from female to male. It's just some type of, like, hormone or chemical that they have. And they was extracting it from this frog and putting it in the water in Atlanta. Think about what I just said. A chemical called astravine, I believe that's what it's called, was found in a frog, which is something that could permit the switching and swapping of genders. And in the article, it said that they were putting it in the water, in the tap water in Atlanta. Think about what's going on in Atlanta and think about what I just said about astravine. All of this is by design. It's not a coincidence that there's such an explosion of people that are like doing alternative things and living different lifestyles. And I'm not saying that, I believe that everybody should be able to live that the way that they want to live. And love is love. However, when it's like an explosion out of nowhere, you got to kind of question that. And then even with the music that we listen to, you know, like people be like, oh, well, we miss R&B, and nobody wants to hear that because it's not stimulating in the way that the Pound Town and the Eat a Nigga Ass and all of that stuff is. And you got to ask yourself why. Because there was a point in time where neo soul and R&B and all of that was huge. And it's just not anymore. You know? And, you know, with like women in hip hop, even the image that a lot of us have. And I played into it. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm not of this world, but this is why I'm always preaching to you guys about balance. I believe balance is the key to success in anything. We don't have that balance. And like when you look on these sites, these adult content sites, you do not see me on the front page. It's not me. Yet they don't get that stain. They don't get the stigma. They're not all called adult content stars. Is y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Like, it's all by design. Even black on black crime. It's all by design. It really is. And when enough of us begin to wake up the way that Slim, Yo-Yo, and Fontaine did, and we actually reach back to influence and wake up the rest of us, if we were all on one accord, they wouldn't be able to fucking run us the way that they do. And that's another thing that I love about this movie is that, like, at the end, you know, to see everyone join forces and put their differences aside to stand up for a cause, to blow the lid off of that operation, they were successful at it. And that's how you know divide and conquer. If we were all a united front, they wouldn't be able to get away with half of the things that they get away with. And that's just the truth. However, a lot of us, you know, we fall into the trap of ignorance being bliss. We don't want to know about what's really going on because it's easier. It is. But I'm telling y'all, we gotta, I don't know how what my part would be. I don't know, but I do know that because of who I am and how I am, I'm going to do something bigger than just talking about celebrities on YouTube. But I feel like this is like helping me to build the type of platform that I need in order to enact the type of change that I actually really would want to. And of course, you know, you can't be like on the internet blasting your plans and talking about what you want to do. However, what we can do as individuals is begin to be the change that we want to see. And read a little more, you know, like take better care of ourselves. And you'll start to rub off on the people around you. And if you have children, raise your children to be an individual. That's all I can say. That is it, and that is all. And that's on Mary and them lambs. Okay, let's chat for a bit, and then I'm gonna skedaddle. I have a train to catch at 9:20. Jeez, it's already almost 8. But I wanted to come and talk to you guys about this because I was like, oh my goodness, like I really did enjoy the movie. I did. It's really good. You guys should watch it if you haven't already. And I'm gonna watch it again because you know how it is. It be little things that you don't pick up the first go round. This is true that tried to lead in a wicked world. Yeah. Right. People unalive who they're closest to. Black on black crime don't exist. Hey Connie. Yep. Oh, you watch a documentary that talked about contaminated milk and different foods in our neighborhoods. It's not too far fetched for me. I believe it. Me too. Yeah. The thing is though, like white people experience it too. They do. They just have more resources and they have more access to things that won't keep them in the loop the way that we are. They're not running on the same hamster wheel, so to speak. But they experience it too. Yes, it was good. So for those of you who have watched it, did y'all enjoy it? Did y'all enjoy it? Oh, I have to watch that. I don't think I ever saw this, Thrift Queen. I gotta watch Aaron Brockovich. I got this ingrown nail. I need to go to the nail salon, y'all. I don't like going to the nail salon. I am looking forward to the day where I wake up and I just have a hair and a nail and everybody just come over to my house and get me right in my beauty room. I am looking forward to it. Y'all just don't understand. I don't mind doing my makeup though. I actually enjoy it. It could be a little therapeutic. But like the nail, like having to go and do like I am looking forward to waking up, walking downstairs or coming out my bedroom and going into the next room and I have my beauty room and I let my peoples in and they just, do me up. You still gotta watch it. Okay. Yeah. You enjoyed it. Everyone should check it out. Very informative. I believe that too. Yeah, I got it. So that's what we got to do. We need to watch Aaron Brockovich so we could come back and talk about it. But I want y'all all to watch this movie. If you have not watched it, watch it. It's really good. And the fact that they literally like made it like based on melanin rich people, I was like, yo, this is so ill that they have the balls to actually put this out here like that. And then it's #1 on Netflix now. So everybody watch that. Hey, pretty RJ. People always think they don't know what they are talking about, but they do. They have seen a lot of stuff. I've seen that too with Julia Roberts. That was a true story. Jamie spoke out. He did. Let's watch. Let me find that because I didn't really I didn't hear it. I was outside when I saw it on Instagram, and I didn't go back and watch it. Let's see if I can find that so we can see it. Oh God, it's something else I want to talk to you guys about, but I'm gonna come back and talk about that because I'm so disgusted by this girl, this viral girl, Queen Op, the way she treats this girl that's supposedly her friend. They put the paws on this poor girl. I'm disgusted. You really got to watch who you consider a friend because these people out here can be really nasty pieces of work. I also wanted to talk about Jess Hilarious too, and how she came out and spoke about the woman, the trans, that basically said women can't gatekeep periods. We got a lot to talk about, y'all. I'm gonna come back. We might talk about that while I'm on the train, because I gotta make sure I catch the train, because I missed it. I was supposed to catch an earlier one and I missed it. Oh, okay, let me share this. I also believe that we are going to be doing a Storm After Dark this weekend. So y'all have one of those coming soon. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk Fair Use. Jamie Foxx thanks supporters for prayers during his health scare. Great people and God got me through.
First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that's prayed, man, and sent me messages. I cannot even begin to tell you um, how far it took me and how it brought me back. Um, I went through something that I thought I would never ever go through. Uh, and I know a lot of people were waiting, or wanting to hear updates. But to be honest with you, I just didn't want you to see me like that, man. I want you to see me laughing, having a good time, partying, cracking a joke, doing a movie, television show. I didn't want you to see me with tubes um, running out of me and trying to figure out if I was gonna make it through. And to be honest with you, my sister Deidre Dixon, my daughter Corinne Marie saved my life. So to them, to God, to a lot of great medical people, I'm able to leave you this uh, video. I cannot tell you how great it feels to have your family kick in such a way. And y'all know they kept it airtight. They didn't let nothing out. They protected me. And that's what I hope that everyone could have in moments like these. Now, by being quiet, sometimes things, get out of hand. People saying what I got. Some people said I was blind, but as you can see, the eyes are working. The eyes are working just fine. Said I was paralyzed. I'm not paralyzed. But I did go through. I went to hell and back, and my road to recovery had some potholes as well. But I'm coming back, and I'm able to work. So I want to thank the people that let me work, and I just want to say that I love everybody, and I love all of the love that I got. And man, I know they talk about people crying on videos. You could do take two, but I'm not gonna do a take two. It is what it is. And if you see me out from now on, and every once in a while I just burst into tears, is because um, it's been tough, man. I was sick, man, but now I got my legs out, under me, so you're gonna see me out. But like I said, I just want you to remember me for the jokes that I crack. The movies that I make, some of them good, some of them ain't. I think I got a good one out. And the songs that I sing, man. And then, some people were talking about I'm clone. Well, check this out. Just kidding. Not clone, man, but I'm here on earth because of some great people. I'm here on earth because of God, man. So I love all y'all. I just wanted to jump on here and let you know that I'm on my way back in love. First of all, I want to say thank you to.
So I see some of y'all saying that it ain't right. I seen y'all saying that he's pale, and someone said, yeah, it's because he's detoxing, he was healing. That's true. And then also lighting. Y'all know lighting can make a world of a difference. But when you're sick, and you have to go through a bunch of different things, it could absolutely alter your complexion. He ain't all the way right. Um, He looks like he's still healing, yeah. And he was indoors for months too, that's true. I mean, I don't know. If that is a clone, he ain't gonna like come out and say, yeah, I'm a clone. Like you just never know. I just really think that the irony of him coming out with a movie called They Clone Tyrone and everybody's thinking he was the clone. I just don't know. The movie was really good. Y'all should absolutely watch it. And yeah, I just wanted to come and talk to you guys about that. I'm about to skedaddle. And while I'm on the actual train, I think I might come back and talk about what happened with the trans that said women can't gatekeep periods. With that being said, I love y'all. Y'all my day ones. Show up as her, be her. Show up as him, be him. Don't let nobody play you in the fucking face. You got this. You have arrived. You can do it. You are in it to win it. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, love.